Welcome, everyone, to another podcast episode of Nerdstrodamus. I'm Dr. Pants.
I'm Lambo.
I'm Punk.
Slow Tad.
And it's time for our E3 wrap-up extravaganza!
Hey.
So let's talk about E3 because we spent our weekend throwing up reaction trailers, giving some quality content. Woo! The stuff that everyone wanted and loved.
And nobody asked for.
But you know what? We got a lot of good views, and we broke 600 subscribers.
Yeah, we did.
On YouTube.
Yay.
So good job to everybody who was involved, and thank you to all our new subscribers. And if you're a new listener on the podcast, thank you. We appreciate it.
Welcome.
So, did we like E3?
It was okay.
Yeah, I was going to agree.
I feel like it would have been better if companies didn't already make announcements like the week or two leading up to it. Like, you could have just saved that. I don't know. I feel like E3 every year, like, it's more and more underwhelming because people are either leaking stuff, they're announcing, like, they're just not doing it during E3.
No, you're. Well, I had a discussion with Lambo before we start recording this about like things to talk about, and it's kind of like. Like the relevance of E3 as a gamer is becoming less and less because while we still sit down and we watch it, like are we as surprised anymore or whatnot because a lot of this stuff gets leaked beforehand or Sony was releasing stuff the week before.
Yeah. I mean, we're not sanguine 16-year-olds, and so we're not gonna like start crying and falling on the floor whenever they show.
Someone
They
dying.
show Kyrie with short hair.
What was that? or somebody crying when they announced Star Fox for Starlink.
Yeah, we saw that too. I taking a look at what other people do for reactions and stuff like that.
Let's just admit it, guys. We're
ham it up?
not gamers. We're filthy casuals.
We are.
Hashtag filthy casuals. But so. The first thing to talk about is like the underwhelmingness of it is like E3 playing it safe.
Yeah, well, I think this time everybody had the same sort of idea, except for Microsoft. They did not get the memo. But everybody sort of like just had a couple of tentpole things to talk about, and then that was it. So like Bethesda, like they kind of built up, and then like Fallout was most of the presentation.
Yeah.
And Nintendo, they got there and they talked about stuff for a couple of other minutes, but 25 minutes of their 45-minute presentation was
Smash Brothers.
And,
Well, the problem with Microsoft, I think, was the fact that, like, with it being one of the first console conferences, we got a lot of stuff that was multi-platform in there that wasn't just Microsoft.
No, and they definitely got to it. They got the Cyberpunk trailer during theirs. That was huge.
Devil May Cry 5,
Yeah.
which apparently was also huge. A lot of people went nuts for that.
And it was the first of 5 times we saw Kingdom Hearts throughout the weekend.
I think it was just a really great opportunity for them to show the most games because they were one of the first conferences.
Yeah,
they are every year, aren't they?
They're the first console usually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The last at least 5-6 years.
Yeah, so they had the opportunity and the privilege to show like 50 titles that they claimed, but it was just like a huge montage. I enjoyed it. I didn't need someone up there standing for like 20 minutes talking and then showing a game or have an intermission.
My God.
But no, it was really refreshing for Microsoft to come up and just show games, whether they were multi-platform or not. It was something refreshing. It was almost like what Sony did last year or something.
Yeah. So, but they everybody played it safe in terms of like showing off what games they showed off because nothing seemed like really that different. It's all kind of the same games we've been getting and just sequels and whatnot. But
I would make an argument though. We saw a lot of shooters. We saw a lot of things that involved cars, but there was this, I don't know what happened, but how awkward is it for there to be such a niche Japanese samurai game, but there's 3 of them? How did that happen?
I don't know.
How does that happen?
Secretly, it's what everybody wanted.
Yeah.
And none of them were like an Onimusha game. None of them were.
None of them.
I want Onimusha
That'd be
back!
awesome.
None of them was a
I got
Tenchu
bamboozled.
remake because that's what there was everything about that. I feel like that Tenchu thing that got thrown out there was just somebody saw a screenshot and was like, "Oh, they must be remaking Tenchu."
There was no Way of the Samurai.
No.
Are there any other samurai
No
games?
Samurai Showdown.
No Samurai Showdown. No, instead we got Sekiro, Ghost of Tsushima, and Nioh 2, which the Nioh 2 presentation was garbage.
It was just the logo, right?
No, they showed stuff, but they pulled the camera back so far to show all 3 screens that the image was so tiny if you were watching it like from
On
home.
the stream, yeah.
And it was like, but that just goes to playing it safe. There are 3 samurai games coming out.
It's the new battle royale.
Yeah.
Which and that
Samurai battle royale.
Yeah. Which is Dynasty Warriors.
But I mean, not a lot got announced that we were really surprised with.
I mean, I think the individual companies kind of left that up to themselves, honestly, this year. Like, Bethesda had a couple of cool things to say to the show this year.
Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, we're not going to see it for 4 years.
Yeah.
But
Is that a prediction? Can we punish you if it's can we punish you if it's out before 2022?
I'd argue it's probably going to be for the newer consoles with air quotes, whatever's coming out.
I feel like when they announced
like
it,
a
they
launch
said
title
that.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be something.
That would be cool. That's how
you sell it.
yeah.
Honestly, we saw a lot more Battlefield 5. They showed off like everything we needed to see there.
You guys see the subreddit that happened through that? Because now there's women in Battlefield.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people harassing the subreddit of how it's not historically accurate now that women are in World War II, and I would like it better if they were in their own roles. And like the moderators actually came out after so much. You can call it abuse at this point.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, if you talk about this, you're going to be banned. Like, it's a video game. You don't bash Call of Duty for having Nazi zombies for historical accuracy, but the moment they put black people or women in a game, like, you have a problem with it.
Yeah, it's like,
that's
shut
the
up.
most political I'll get about it, but like,
Yeah.
But shut up. Just it's a video game, guys.
yeah, like, enjoy the game. You
Stop-
can repair a tank in 2 seconds with a torch. Like, I don't know if you're really going for historical accuracy, but whatever.
Yeah.
But that's Battlefield 5. Next on the list, Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Well, we're not gonna go through everything on here.
No. But honestly, some of the coolest announcements they gave us, like they told us nothing about afterwards.
I heard about Ewok Hunt. What's that about?
Oh, I heard about that too.
I have no idea. It was just on there. It was like, I guess you hunt Ewoks.
Well, here's the thing. We
That
now
just sounds not
so
fun.
Lambo and I have picked up Battlefront 2 since E3 happened because it was on sale. So, do you have it, Punk?
I did.
Okay.
I
It's
stopped
fine.
playing. I don't know.
So
But
we're gonna find out what Ewok Hunt
Yeah.
is, and we'll let you know.
is it like a Cabela's? Like a Cabela's
No,
mode?
Seriously, I think that both of us have played a collective
So
of
how
like
come
1
how
hour.
come there's not a Jar Jar Binks hunt? Like that's the yeah.
Because he's in the prequels, and the prequels are art. You don't mess with those.
Wow.
Like, seriously, they are some of the greatest pieces of cinema.
I knew you subscribed to the subreddit. I didn't know you subscribed to the worldview.
I don't. I just think it's hilarious.
There's a subreddit for Jar Jar?
No, there's a subreddit called Prequel Memes.
Oh, okay.
You ever been there?
No.
Oh,
It's not on,
It's
really
toxic.
not on Reddit.
It's toxic.
It's a dark place. It's hilarious, though.
But we saw nothing for Halo.
No,
No, just
the-
the helmet.
Yeah,
which
we
showed
really
Halo
saw
2
very
free.
little for Cyberpunk, although there was apparently some like closed door demos people got to play.
There was gameplay afterwards.
And Gears 5 we got really nothing for, gameplay wise.
I mean, do you honestly expect something different?
No, it's just that.
But that's just it. Like, that's the whole
know.
thing. Like, they play it safe, and they'll show the story trailer, just get everyone hyped, and then here's the thing. They'll show Halo Infinite again next year at E3,
Yeah.
and Gears of War 5 next year at E3.
Yeah.
The same way Sony has shown freaking Spider-Man for the past, 3 or 4 years
Same
now?
thing with Death Stranding. Same thing with Last of Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Last of Us 2 has been
And
shown
God
around
of
for
War
over
was
a
in the
year.
last
Yeah.
two, and at least that came out this past year.
And how many times have we gotten a Kingdom Hearts trailer?
Pretty basically every relevant,
Yeah.
thing this year.
Not even then. Sometimes they just pop up in the middle of the year. It's like March. It's like, hey, here's Kingdom Hearts 3 stuff.
Yeah, but like at E3 we got 4 of them though.
Do you think it's going to be delayed? Are we going to have the hot take
Oh,
of it
no.
being delayed?
No,
Delayed
I
to
know.
February
A
22nd.
delayed trailer.
Everything's coming out February 22nd. Everything.
Isn't that near your birthday?
It's the day after.
Okay, I was going to say, I thought your birthday was like the 20th or 21st.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's like 4 or 5 huge titles coming out on the 22nd.
Wow. Wow.
Everyone's moving there because they don't want to compete in the winter anymore.
Yeah. Don't want to compete for
Or
the holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Nintendo wasn't that surprising.
No, but like I said, they did this kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Had a tentpole release to talk about. Had some surprising stuff.
They gave more time to Fortnite than like a lot of their
Yeah.
I
other
know.
titles.
I know.
Apparently the Fortnite booth was bigger than most of like the AAA titles.
So I heard about this. It was because I think near there was like a place for parents to bring their kids if they had brought them to E3, and it was kind of like a.
just dump them off over at Fortnite.
It was,
all day.
no. They were running like
That
a
sounds-
legitimate daycare thing. Like
Where
seriously,
they played Fortnite,
whether it was at the Fortnite booth or
and
not.
every kid
I
a
don't know.
a phone or an iPod Touch.
Is that daycares nowadays? You just like have the kids play video games?
this sounds not like a bad idea.
No, I mean,
That's awesome. I would go there now.
listen,
Take care of me.
you know what we called those back in my day? Arcades. That's what we called them. You send your kid off with a couple of bucks and quarters, and you let him go for a few hours while you shop in the mall.
I miss arcades.
Yeah.
Let's move to Japan. There's arcades on every corner,
Yeah, there is.
and they're 5 stories tall. The air smells like warm root beer, and the towels are oh so fluffy. Anyway,
Yeah.
so yeah, E3 was E3.
Yeah, and I feel like for an electronics like conference, usually people are trying to like bust forward into the future and say, you know, here's what you're going to be doing in the next year. Here's, you know, the new ways to play. And the last few years we got the announcements for the Switch, we got the announcements for VR and everything, and then just like nothing. It's just literally
People are
like,
still,
oh, okay.
we're still
like,
waiting for that next experience.
yes.
But like, I don't even think VR was the next experience. It like
No.
came out and it was like, bam! Here's all these games you can play in VR. But there was never a killer app for VR.
But was it Bethesda like came out and was like, look at all this that we're putting out for VR? Like they're super supporting that.
They're super supporting it, but my issue with it is VR is not a cheap thing. It's like buying a new system.
Yeah.
And if all I can do with VR that's like the good experience is play the same games I could play on the system I already own, what's the point in getting VR? Like just to play it a new way for the same price as a console? And I have to have the PC or the console already? Like what's the point?
Beat Saber.
Woo.
Yeah.
That does look
There it is. There it is. Oh crap. And he hit me. He hit me right here because it's a rhythm game. Oh snap.
Well, I'm hoping that, I mean, Nintendo has filed a patent for a VR peripheral for the Switch. Like they would just dock.
Yeah, you got the
Yeah.
Switch.
Yeah. So that would be awesome.
Listen, we could make that now. Just cardboard. Labo. That's where Labo's going.
Oh no.
I'm surprised somebody hasn't made a VR headset out of Labo.
They probably have. Like, really, how often do you Google Nintendo Labo creations to see what people have made? Because I'm sure it's out there.
That'd be awesome.
But yeah, VR for me felt just like the Move controllers on PlayStation 3, the Kinect on Xbox, and the whole idea of the Xbox One being this multimedia center for you that you could run your TV through and everything. Like, it's all these great ideas that kind of show up, and then that's it. No one talks about it. It was an innovation that never went anywhere, I don't think. Mm-mm. Like, VR, there's some cool things for it. I'm not going to say there's not, but... And you know what? That's probably why we get a lack of innovation. Because they've tried to innovate things a couple of times, and it doesn't pan out.
Yeah, the market just doesn't want to go there. They're either not ready for it or it is too expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a real pain to like make stuff for VR.
Yeah, that's true.
And like Bethesda does, because think about it, at least probably their most fervent group of people that they cater to are playing on PC.
And
You know,
and then you've got the Oculus and the Vive.
That's where the burgeoning VR community is. Like, unfortunately, it's not on PlayStation.
No, it's not.
You know, even though they do have plenty of games, you can go there. They have, you know, GameStop usually has a huge section of VR titles and stuff ready to go. It's just, you know, who's playing?
Yeah.
Who's spending the money?
But I don't think you're going to see much from Sony and Microsoft innovating until if they release a new console that's next gen. Maybe we'll see something there.
I don't know. Like, they had a huge opportunity, like Microsoft did with the Xbox One X, to just incorporate something new and amazing into it. And it's literally just, it's better.
Could they at least innovate the menu on that thing?
Oh my
man,
God.
the Xbox menu is terrible.
So Lambo just
Always.
got an Xbox One.
Giant.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting
did it.
I'm sitting
I
there
did it,
trying to
guys.
figure out how to log in and like how to use the menu, and it's like what is this? I don't understand what's going on.
It's Windows 10.
Yeah.
Well, Windows 10 is garbage.
Yeah, we know.
But yeah. No, I got an and honestly, I got an Xbox at this point because first of all, it's inexpensive enough, and second, it's going to be my retro gaming machine. It's going to be my way to play like Xbox and 360 games, and then like that's kind of it.
After watching E3 this year, I'm kind of in the same boat because like the Xbox One, there's not a lot of games coming out I want to play, but
There's a lot of stuff that did come out.
I can play
years ago.
Xbox and 360 and that Game Pass.
Yeah.
The Game
Yeah.
Pass sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
It's like right now it's like $1 for a month. Yeah. So.
Oh, wow.
I think it's about to switch over.
Yeah, it's usually like $10 a month.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they're
think.
probably having a deal.
But even $10 a month.
Yeah.
That's a great.
And they're putting, brand new games showing up on it. Sea of Thieves is on there.
Oh wow.
State of Decay 2 is
2
on
is going to be
there.
on there.
Forza when it comes
Yeah,
out.
Fallout's on there. Fallout 4.
Yeah.
It's decent.
Yeah.
It's like the one really good thing that Microsoft's got right.
Yeah.
That's just
See, that's innovation.
See, and that's better than PlayStation Now.
absolutely.
Oh my god.
PlayStation Now is hot
Oh,
garbage.
yeah.
Yeah, because especially since you don't have to stream the game, you actually download the game to your system.
Yeah.
So if you actually want to buy it, it's already there. You don't need to like reinstall anything or anything like that, which is awesome.
I'm hoping that's the way Nintendo goes with like their
That's what it
aim.
sounds like.
Yeah.
And after seeing it like working really well on the Xbox, and I believe in it now. I believe in what Nintendo can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that maybe that's where the innovation's going.
Yeah. It's a scary innovation, but it's something that we've been pushing back against. But yeah, that whole here's a huge service with every game on it.
Well, it's just digital service for games, which has been around for so long now, and I think it's time that we just fully embrace it. Because I know there's people out there like Slowtad, physical games,
only physical games. I just have to.
and I was that way for a long time, but now I've totally embraced the digital.
I paid $20 extra for a physical copy of Shaq Fu on the Switch.
You paid double the price of that game.
Which is how much I spent on the game. Yeah.
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 See, I have embraced digital because if I download it digitally, I can't trade it in, and therefore I never have remorse.
And all you gotta do is sit there. You don't have to do anything. Get up, change a disc
yeah.
or anything. You just hit a button.
That is
Play a
helpful.
different game.
That's so nice on the Switch. Just like when I'm sitting there playing, like I don't have to go up and get my case of games.
If you buy digital games, you can't put the cartridges in your mouth.
You're not supposed to put the cartridges in your mouth. That's
You
why
can't tell me what to do.
they taste so gross. We did that for an episode of Nerdstrodamus that never got released.
No. Oh,
No.
I still have it as an intro somewhere on the hard drive.
Maybe someday we'll release all the clips. Well, it'll be like a blooper reel. It's like,
Yeah.
Well, we each have more Switch games now, so we could do it again with more cartridges.
Yes.
oh God,
Yes.
thank God. But so E3 wasn't that surprising.
No. If you guys had like a favorite conference, what was it?
Well, I'm really sad that Nintendo didn't have No More Heroes 3.
Yeah.
No more Heroes 3. No Yoshi. No Metroid Prime 4. No F-Zero. No Star Fox.
If I had a favorite run, I would say it was probably the most entertaining. Not really for the games, but it was like Ubisoft. Like,
Yeah,
I
Ubisoft
agree.
was very
They
good.
had the huge parade in the beginning
Yeah.
for Just Dance.
Yeah.
They had
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
the fat guy Evil Knievel it and break the podium on stage. Like it was just entertaining.
Yeah, and there was
Yeah.
like live music just
Yeah.
for the Donkey Kong DLC for
Yeah.
Mario and Rabbids, which was
It
pretty
was
awesome.
super, and they played it during the trailer,
Yeah.
not like in full before they show
Yeah.
the trailer,
Yeah.
just for the trailer to have the same music anyway.
Yeah.
But no, it was just so much fun. I enjoyed watching that one.
Maybe I should have watched that one. That's
Yeah.
like the one I didn't watch.
Yeah, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll be honest, like most of the conferences I wasn't super thrilled with. I will say the one that I probably enjoyed watching the most was Bethesda.
Yeah.
Because they gave a lot of information, we got to see a lot of stuff, and also
They're very tongue in cheek.
they embraced all the meminess of them, and
Yeah.
like, you want a new Skyrim? Bam, here it is on the Alexa. Oh, and by the way,
real.
it's real. Like they were fun. It was a fun
Yeah.
conference to watch, and it wasn't just like overloading you with games and all this talk of all kinds of stuff. And I'm really excited for Fallout 76 now because of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, and this goes to me, whatever. I liked the Microsoft one probably the best. It was the most traditional.
Yeah.
I actually felt like there were a couple of surprising things, like not that much.
Tunic
But-
looks so fun and charming.
Oh yeah.
Tunic,
Oh my god.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I want my Zelda clone. I want it all the day long. But I felt like it was just more of what I traditionally expected from E3. I want to get barraged with so much I can't handle it, and that's kind of what Microsoft was like. Now, by the time it was over, I felt like, what exactly did they announce?
Yeah.
Devil May Cry 5.
Yeah. And there was all kinds of stuff good there, but like
It was almost too much that you can't quite go back and be
but
like,
that's
"Whoa."
good though, kind of in a way.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you'll hear in the media, like a week or two later, of like a game that was shown, and you're like, oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
yeah.
And everybody else's was kind of more of a slow, plotting kind of. We're not gonna slam you with a bunch of surprise. In fact, Sony said it like 10 times during their presentation. Like, we're not gonna surprise you this year. Here's mostly stuff that you've seen before. And
Yay!
it was a really great way to build hype.
Yeah. No, how you really
Yeah.
build the hype is you move everyone to another location with an intermission.
Yes.
That's how the hype
That's
is
how
real.
you keep the blood pumping.
Yeah, I would say like my favorite conferences were definitely Microsoft or Ubisoft, but I have to say my least favorite was Square Enix because it was 30 minutes
That
of
doesn't
nothing.
exist. They didn't have one.
And so, like, I thought about watching it, and I went upstairs, I got a shower, and when I got out, I was like, oh, it's not even 1:30 yet. I can catch, like, the last half of this conference. I turned it on, and it was just, like, the president going, thank you for watching. And that was it. And I was,
Yeah.
like, where...
There was nothing there, nothing
No.
new.
No.
We didn't see anything for the Final Fantasy remake, which is like people want to see that.
Yeah, they are the one of the companies that people will hang on to their every word, and
They,
they could have literally said anything about some of the stuff we just want to hear about.
Well, yeah.
but the problem is, I think the Final Fantasy VII remake is another one that I don't think we're going to see for another 4 or 5 years.
Well, yeah,
at
the,
least.
the in-house team took over the production of it and literally scrapped everything. So
Yeah.
that's half the reason we didn't see anything, probably.
Yeah, and when they were asked about it, they said, "Oh yeah, it's just moved beyond the early concept stages."
Oh no.
I do not have hope for that remake. I just don't.
I think it's going to be the most daunting thing to ever come across ever. You know, to try to ever remake.
It's gonna be another Versus 13 where we're gonna see it in like 7 years.
No, it's just they're gonna start with a concept for a 7 remake.
Oh yeah, it's going to become a different game.
And then it's just gonna get changed into a different game.
I
It's gonna
didn't
be
even
Final
think of
Fantasy
that.
16 or
Oh,
no,
no.
it's gonna be Final Fantasy 17.
Oh, monsters!
I'll say my least favorite conference though was Sony's. We saw a lot of cool stuff, but oh my god, that beginning where before them they were playing the live music and it wasn't the trailer or anything. It was just the live music of just somebody on stage. And while the music was good, I'm not gonna knock the performances of anybody at all. It was like, I'm here to
was
see
just
game.
padding, yeah.
It was padding. And then after they did the Last of Us trailer, which was cool.
Yes.
It was really cool to see all that gameplay, and I love the trailer. Afterwards, it's like, okay, we're going to take a brief intermission of like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so the people that were already there, the people that were there, not for us viewers that were streaming it or anything like that, so they had the experience to be like in the same room that the trailer's in.
Yeah, I know.
See, what you could have done is have like trailers or something showing for the people who are watching it on stream.
And then shoot to the the panel like somewhere else. And it could be on screen too.
Seriously, Sony spent a week announcing other stuff. During that 10-minute intermission, they could have gone back and said, here's the stuff we've announced this past week.
Yeah.
And shown that, and then got us ready for the next one.
But they did that after the intermission.
Yeah, right? And also, so the beginning of that show, it was like Last of Us 2, 10-minute intermission, Ghost of Tsushima, and like all these other ones. And then it went rapid fire.
Yeah.
Like there was no steady stream of information. It was like we had no idea when we were going to start recording a trailer or whatnot.
Yeah.
But
And hardly any release dates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
Not any, really.
no, but at the same time, I'm really excited for a lot of Sony's games.
Oh, definitely.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah. And also like I'm excited for Death Stranding. I have no idea. I have no idea what that game's about, but it is so weird. I'm all
It
in.
needs to be a thing. And I'm going to pick up Spider-Man day one. It's going to be good.
Oh yeah, I probably will too.
You know.
Yeah. But what about favorite games that you guys saw?
Favorite games. Oh no, I wasn't prepared for this.
Oh, I'm prepared. I got this.
I mean,
Damon,
I
I'm
like
talking
seeing.
Yeah.
I know it was a small rumors, but I like seeing an actual trailer and some gameplay for Resident Evil 2 because that looks amazing.
Yes.
Also, which is very surprising for me because I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. Super Mario Party and Fire Emblem.
Super Mario Party is going to be the best thing.
Yes.
ever. It looks like a return to form for Mario Party in general.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the fact that you can use 2 switches and
Yes.
just like line them up
Maybe
and stuff
5.
like that.
We don't
yeah,
know.
we have no idea. Just line them up and you can go across and everything. It's just crazy.
I just want to know, can we like have one Switch with the game in it and everybody else just download it to put it on their screen?
Yeah, because that's what the 3DS did that.
Yeah.
The download and play.
Or I'm wondering if they'll do what A Way Out did or the Namco Museum did on the Switch, where you can download a free demo
and just invite your friend.
and then like you can invite the person who has the demo so they can play.
That sounds like the most couth way to do it.
Yeah, that way not everybody has to have a copy of the game and we can all just play.
Right.
Otherwise, I really don't want to have to see us all get a copy of Super Mario
No,
Party.
no.
Not
Well,
that
I'm
we,
getting my own anyway. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm super excited for Fire Emblem also, but my favorite game was Daemon X Machina.
That looks amazing.
And I mean, it's a nice surprise. It was giant robots. It was cell shaded. It looked beautiful, and it's Armored Core people. I needed a new Armored Core game. It's been too long, and it's on Nintendo.
Yeah, it's funny too, because like I was watching the trailer, not with you guys because I wasn't here, but anyways, like I was looking at some of the mechs. I was like, this looks like Armored Core on the Switch. This is awesome.
Which, if it had been Armored Core on the Switch, almost even better, just for the name. But I'll take a new IP.
Honestly, I think it needed a new Armored Core petered out. It did.
Oh, it did. It did.
You know, like there were some really great games back in the PS2 era. And,
yeah, PS3 just.
It just progressively kind of got worse, though, didn't it?
No. Four was a low point. 4 Answer kind of brought it back. 5 tried to re-innovate it, and then Verdict Day was actually kind of cool. They did a lot of cool stuff, but by that point, no one cared. Mm-hmm. So, but I think it's a good idea to move it on to Nintendo because we have nothing like that on there, and Nintendo fans will eat up anything.
That's me.
And that trailer, by like the music and everything, was just awesome.
Yep.
Had co-op. It looked like it had co-op.
Most likely it probably will. If it's based on like the Armored Core stuff, there will probably be some kind of co-op.
Yeah,
online.
there actually were
two
co-op missions.
Yeah, it showed like 2 robots fighting the bigger robot.
Yep. But that was my favorite game, and that was like a nice, pleasant surprise because Nintendo started with that, didn't they?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the very first one.
Yeah, no.
And it's probably the only one they announced that isn't coming out this year. So it's pretty cool.
Well, Nintendo said that they weren't going to announce anything that wasn't coming out. They weren't going to show anything unless it was coming out in the next 6 to 9 months.
Yeah, because Fire Emblem comes out spring next year.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but I think it's still within that 9 month.
Yeah.
And Daemon X Machina is 2019 also, but I think it's like January or February. I think they're shooting for
February 22nd.
Happy birthday to us.
My favorite games of the whole thing were honestly games I kind of knew about ahead of time. So, Kingdom Hearts 3. Look,
Why?
look,
Why?
look, guys. Look.
Are you gonna get that PlayStation 4 with all the games on it?
Oh my god.
Look.
I'm looking at you.
Well, we can look at you, but they can't.
Yeah. Well.
Seriously. It's going to be good.
Okay.
It's going to be good.
Okay. So I'm going to make an argument as to why you think it's going to be good and why why I'm probably not going to enjoy it.
Go for it.
You don't care about story.
I don't care about story.
Whereas I do, and I have not played most of the Kingdom Hearts games. I've played one. I've played 2.
It's you plus Mickey Mouse fights monsters.
But there's
That's
a deeper
the game.
story there. What about the Heartless? What about the Nobodies?
Sorry, whenever the Final Fantasy-esque characters show up, I just literally stop paying attention.
They're original characters, not Final Fantasy characters.
I said esque.
Oh, because they're realistic, they're suddenly Final Fantasy?
Yes.
I want to know what's going on in that game, but I just can't bring myself to read through all of what's going on.
It doesn't matter. That's
But
the
it
point.
does matter because some of us play these games for the story!
Well, then why haven't you played the other ones?
Because they're not fun. Sorry to all the Kingdom Hearts fans, but 358 over 2 days or whatever the name of that game was.
Name it is.
I couldn't get through it. The only one aside from 1 and 2 I could get through was Birth by Sleep.
I don't think there's a lot of people who disagree with you.
What?
By saying that you know,
Oh.
if you want the Kingdom Hearts experience, play the games that are most like the
Yeah.
But no, I think it's gonna be good. And then Fallout 76. After seeing what it's going to be and trying to then conceptualize how they're gonna do all this crazy stuff in my brain, it's blowing my mind here a little bit.
Yeah.
I am excited for it. I hope it doesn't just turn into like a griefing campaign. You know, I think that's like that's my only concern is that there are going to be people who go in there and do nothing but grief.
That's what Sea of Thieves is turning into, which is kind of like the same the same world that you just get thrown into. It's not private or anything like that. And you're just like, oh, there's another ship. I wonder if they're going to be friendly. Nope, I'm sinking.
Well, the only thing is with Fallout 76, they did say you could play it completely solo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So my thing is like there has to be some kind of mechanic to.
There has to be some sort of NPCs or something. Like there has to be.
I mean, they said every human being you come across is going to be
a real.
Yeah, but what if you're playing single player?
No. You're not playing single player. You're playing solo, meaning you don't have to pair up with anybody. You could go through the game without having to like look for
Play
groups.
with friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I thought it was an experience that you could do
No.
like a single player experience.
It's,
Yeah.
and it's online only, so people that don't have like internet connection like that, they're not
Okay.
playing this game.
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's my only worry about it, is that I have a hard time conceptualizing the things they promised without having to constantly worry about whether I have to trust every human being I come across.
Yeah,
got
because you're not going to be able to.
Yeah.
We
You
got
can
your
trust
back.
us.
Which is more like, I guess, what the game is about, right? It's about
Yeah.
like just going out there, wandering the wasteland, and like hoping that these people, are trustworthy. But
And just find their base and we'll nuke them.
yeah,
Whatever.
yeah. I think
Do you think they're gonna have to nerf the nukes at any point?
it's a nuke. If it doesn't blow up everything, then it's not even worth it.
If anything, there'll just be a cooldown.
So yeah, I as excited as I am for both those games, they both come with their own problems. But
Yeah.
I'll enjoy it. And then of course, Smash Bros. But that's I don't even know what I can say about it. That like
It's a new Smash Brothers game. Like, let's
Yeah.
just we're gonna play it. We're gonna beat the crap out of each other. It's gonna be a good time.
oh yeah.
What was your favorite game, Punk? Or did you already say?
You
I already said.
Oh, well, that means it's my turn.
You're last, buddy.
All right. Well, everyone knows that I'm excited about Dragon Quest XI, so I'm not gonna say that's my favorite game. My favorite game was actually just conceptually Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Oh yeah.
I never played the first one, but just the idea that they're going out to the fans and being like, "Hey, let's cooperate and like make content for this game." So I just want to be able to, after the fact, like pick out or know different things that were made by the community. Like, are we gonna submit something and it's like a radio like playing like "Welcome to Nerdstrodamus" and it's like all like
I would hope
muffled
so.
and radio?
I kind of want to do
like
that.
that'd be
That's the
super
kind of thing
cool.
that I think would be cool. Like, 'cause, I just have a million ideas when they
Yeah.
brought out Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I was like, okay.
Background music of Final Form, like
Yeah, and be able to do that. I mean, and just submitting it so that like it's the kind of thing that everybody in the game who plays it can enjoy,
yeah.
even if they don't know it's me, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Just being able to contribute to something like that's going to be amazing.
I would hope if we did release something that maybe somewhere out there in the world, a fan would play it and hear, "Hey, everybody, welcome to Nerdstrodamus," and they would just look up and be like,
I know those guys.
What the crap is this?
"Yeah." But
Yeah, that's what my favorite game out of it was.
oh, can we agree on one other thing that we were excited for?
No.
Tales of Vesperia.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention that.
No,
I was like,
No. Yeah, you're just like, no. and I'm
hot
like,
garbage. It's a remake. No. Yeah, very excited for that. I want to play that extra content.
Yeah, me
I
too.
have been wanting to for 15 years.
I know. We got the 360
that
version.
old?
Yeah, it's the 15th anniversary.
Really?
Crap, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What did
Came
it
out for
come
360.
On the 360, it had to have been was it like a launch title?
It came out really early
Yeah,
in the 360's
And then
lifetime.
it got
Wow.
re-released on PS3 in Japan with the extra content that
Oh,
we never
okay.
got.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
with like what, an extra or two extra playable characters?
Technically two. One joined your party very briefly, but now he'll be there permanently. And then there's a whole new character, and I guess a little extra story revolving that character.
Oh my god!
Wow.
And it was probably the best Tales game.
It's arguably, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say so. Between that, it was just a better Symphonia, because it's made from the same team.
Yeah. Oh, so good. Probably one of the best looking ones too.
It's quite pretty.
Was it before Of the Abyss?
No, it was after.
Yeah,
After
the Abyss was
the Abyss.
PS2.
Yeah.
I think it won Abyss Symphonia then that, or did
No.
Abyss come out
No.
after?
It was, so we had Fantasia,
Well, we didn't have to go all the way back.
Destiny 2, Symphonia, Legendia.
Well, excuse me.
Abyss.
Destiny 2 is actually Eternia.
In America, it was Destiny 2. So, but no, it was Symphonia, Legendia, Abyss. Then it was Vesperia. Then Grace's F.
Well, you skipped Symphonia too, so
What are you talking about? They never made a sequel to Symphonia.
it's so bad. It's so bad. It's for the Wii.
And PS3.
Is it?
You can get it on the PS. I have a copy.
Now?
Of it. Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, the remake.
It's not even a remake. They just kind of put it on the PS3 like, here you go.
Yeah,
Play this.
I have the collectors for that.
I'm shocked. And if anyone could see me right now, they could see the absolute shock on my face that you have a collector's edition of a Tales game.
I have all of them since Zillia 1.
That's not that many.
Well, Zillia 2, Symphonia, Zestiria, Berseria.
Did Symphonia come out after Exilia?
Yeah,
Like
the remake, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm just letting them talk about that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Just let's weeb out. We'll,
Yeah.
we'll get it out.
We
of our
bow!
system. Oh, we need to do that. Okay, Okay, I'm done now.
Weebing out with pants and slow tail.
We should do a weeb week.
Yeah, I mean, we can always do weep segments.
We can. But
Weep Wednesday.
This is about E3.
Weeb 3.
E-weeb.
But is there anything else to say about E3?
No, honestly, there was way less of a thing about indie games this year.
Remember last year
None of
when we
that.
watched Microsoft's and there was like 20 indie games?
Yeah.
Usually Nintendo goes crazy. I mean, they showed off like 3 or 4, but that was about it.
Nintendo didn't go crazy with a lot of stuff at all.
No.
But
I don't know. I just feel like it was basically just kind of showing off how jaded and overblown the AAA scene is at this point. You know.
I mean, people would argue, but sorry. Oh.
Was that your response?
Yeah.
No, that was
Sick. He's sick of it.
sick of all this. I mean, I don't think it's any different than it's been the past.
No,
years,
I mean,
though. It's
no,
just
no, not deeply and internally, but I think it was just this was the, the tiredness of the AAA scene on display.
I do have to say my favorite moment was the beginning of Bethesda's, where Andrew WK came out and only one guy in the crowd was actually enjoying it. Everyone else is just like, all right.
yeah. There was one guy who was like, "Yeah, Andrew WK, party hard." My favorite moment was the Skyrim Alexa,
Yeah.
because that was just Bethesda embracing like, all right, this is what you guys want. Here you go. I eat all the cheese.
My favorite moment was the silence of EA's conference when they announced FIFA. The guy paused for an applause and nothing happened.
Because of all
Who
the
shows
things,
sports games at E3?
well, they usually do, but there's
Yeah.
something that gets announced with it. But like, seriously, if there is anything at E3 that is not a surprise, it's the next FIFA game by EA.
And Battletoads.
I keep forgetting that Battletoads. I keep forgetting it got announced.
That was a big surprise to me.
Yeah, I didn't think they. Well, I mean, I didn't think they would do it, but I guess in the long run, it kind of makes sense because like, Rare's been doing all.
It's an important IP that they've just been ignoring.
If you make enough memes about something, it's just gonna happen. Like, look
Right.
at Ridley and Smash. Like, come on.
And Shaq 2 or Shaq 2.
Well, by that logic, then Waluigi would be in Smash too.
He's
But
probably gonna be at some point. Like,
no, I'm pretty sure they're not adding really.
well,
any
how
more
long did people want Ridley in? Since Melee?
Yeah.
What if,
All right,
what
so
if
then-
like you go to the game and then really just takes a mask off and it's Waluigi?
He could fit inside
Someone's
the
been
costume.
doing that. I'm trading the game in.
Someone's like photoshopped Ridley's head to have like Waluigi's nose and mustache with cap on it, and it's just like one can only believe.
Actually, can I say that was my favorite moment from E3 was Slow Tad just going off on Smash Brothers Ultimate, like, why did they put Ridley in?
I don't care.
And it wasn't Waluigi. Like, you were like, I'm not buying this game. I don't want
it's
it.
awful. Like, why? I don't care about Ridley, and I'm just seeing all these people scream about Ridley, and I don't see it.
Because some of us
He
wanted
does
him.
50% damage in one hit.
Yeah.
That's not even balanced.
Okay.
They like redo their whole like combat and dodging system to be balanced and introduce a character that takes 50% damage in one hit. Like, I don't know. Come on.
I love it.
I ain't gonna buy this remaster.
It's officially a new game. They said so.
It's essentially
They can
a
say whatever they
remaster.
want.
Yeah, I agree.
If the company
They can
officially
say
said
whatever they want.
So is Tales of Vesperia a new game?
no, because they
Why
didn't say
not?
it was. No. Hold on.
Is that the stipulation?
No, hold on.
We had a very serious and pointed conversation.
And in all honesty, it was about, 30, 40 minutes later, Nintendo came out and said, it's a new game. And it was like, well, we'll call it a win for both of us, because it's essentially a remake. But Nintendo calls it a new game, so... Whatever.
Whatever.
It's just one of those things that's never gonna fizzle out.
Like, does bread have, or does cake have crust?
No. It's stupid.
Debate ended.
Cake totally has crust, but anyway.
That's in the comments of Cake
Yeah,
has
yeah,
crust or not.
I think we've rambled on long
Yeah.
enough, so let's wrap this up here. Any last few things to say about E3 before we call it a day here?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, whatever.
Bye.
It didn't do a ton to excite me for just even, like, I think about the next 6 months. there's very little coming out in the next 6
Yeah.
months. That
Yeah.
I'm, like, you know,
This is
super excited for.
This is one of the first times in a while that I'm not sitting here like dreading the fall because of all the money I'm gonna have to spend on games.
You're dreading February.
Yeah, I'm dreading February.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I think I'll probably pick up Battlefield.
Tax returns are gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they're doing it.
Oh
They're
Maybe
still-
maybe they got smart about it.
yeah.
But Battlefield,
Yeah. I'll pick up.
Battletoads.
I'll pick up Battlefield. I'll pick up Fallout,
I'll pick up Fallout,
and I'll pick
Yeah.
up
Smash.
Smash Brothers. Everything else kind of blah in 2018. We'll see.
I'm gonna look at Super Mario Party
Oh, yeah.
because that's the fall too.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to pick up Destiny 2 Forsaken. Definitely don't
Oh
want
yeah,
to
we didn't talk about that at all.
What is there to say?
It'll probably be cool.
Is that the Vault of Glass?
God.
I kind of want to make a T-shirt. It
Yeah.
just says
No,
it's
no,
not the Vault of Glass.
Why haven't we done this? Why haven't we used the clueless anime guy of like holding something and having me? Is this the Vault of Glass?
I'm doing that
Yeah,
today.
please. I just realized that.
It's going on Instagram.
By the way,
That's
for anybody
amazing.
listening to this podcast who
Yeah.
doesn't know, go
Yeah.
and watch our Filthy Casuals react to Destiny 2 Forsaken trailer, and you'll understand why we keep saying these things. Because apparently we weren't emotional enough. I don't know. I play Destiny because it's fun to play.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I couldn't care any less about the story of that game, and I love story. Like, do you guys care about the story at all, really?
There's not one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna out them and say it.
Well, there wasn't one in one. There's more of a story.
There's a
in two.
meme where someone took a cutscene from the newest expansion and took out all the audio and replaced it with audio from a previous mission in Destiny, and it like lines up perfectly.
Oh,
Like,
Wow.
oh,
yeah.
snap. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well,
Yeah. We like Destiny.
we do like Destiny. We like to play it.
Yeah.
In all fairness, Lambo and I are casuals because, well, we really don't play
Filthy
it
casuals.
much. We are filthy casuals because we just don't play it that much. We're not in it for the grind. We just like to go and have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I will say, if we play Crucible and we're doing Control, B is our home.
Yeah.
That is our baby, and we will
Yeah.
protect it with our last breath. It's the only time we get hardcore.
Yeah.
But, well, I think that's it for our E3 wrap-up.
Yup.
We hope you enjoyed this incoherent rambling of four nerds.
It really was.
But, it was fun. And there's something for everybody to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
But for Nerdstrodamus, I'm Dr. Pants.
Lambo.
I'm Punk.
I'm a filthy casual.
And make sure to like, comment, subscribe. As far as podcasts, we are on Podomatic. We're on iTunes. Follow us on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, on Twitter, where we're Nerdstrodamus DL. That's the only one we're different, because Twitter sucks. Not really.
I like Twitter.
No, it's just because we couldn't get our name. That's all. But make sure to follow us there. And, yeah, catch us again. The end of June, we should be doing another wrap-up for all the things that maybe happened in June. or maybe
Besides
we'll just,
E3.
Yeah.
or maybe we'll just skip it and wait till July until something new happens. But make sure to check out all our YouTube videos. Check out that E3 playlist for how we reacted to everything. And just check out our normal videos because they're a hoot.
Woo.
But for all the filthy casuals here, we'll check you some other time.